The foster school really changed my life because when I started here as an undergraduate, I had been in the workforce at Weyerhaeuser Company in Tacoma learning how to program computers. And in those days, computers were very big, very slow, and not very powerful. But I was intrigued by it, and I started working for Bill Sharp, who was then a professor in the foster school, who taught me more about computers, expanded my knowledge. He taught computer programming and operations research and finance. And his enthusiasm was so contagious that I ended up changing my ideas about a career and wanting to pursue a PhD in financial economics, which I then did at the University of California at Irvine. I came back later to teach at the foster school, but had it not been for those early undergraduate experiences, I wouldn't be here today. It was a little intimidating because the students had never experienced a woman teaching finance. I think I must have been the first woman teaching finance, but certainly nationwide there were almost no women in the field. So I had a hurdle to overcome. I had to prove to them I knew something that was worth learning. And so I think the teaching experience in the early years was a little difficult, but I've developed ties with my students that go way back. It probably brought notoriety. And I don't think notoriety is always the best thing you want to strive for. You want to strive for recognition for your accomplishments. So I think I wanted, in carrying that mantle of one of the first women deans in academia, I wanted to prove that I could do the job as well or better than other people could. So I worked really hard to gain people's respect as a result of that position. The way I looked at it, I liked to hire the right people, people who had the abilities that I was seeking. I like to give them a lot of rope. People make mistakes, we all make mistakes, but I wanted to see results and I wanted to focus on the clients. That's number one, is focus on the clients first, but we're all valuable as a team. So I looked at results, but I gave people a lot of rope. Lessons that private industry teaches you are the same lessons that are taught in life out there in the real world. And they have to do with things like personal integrity, work ethic, loyalty, cooperation. Now those things are not that easily taught directly in the classroom. Some of your experiences in graduate school reinforce those qualities, but it's not so much what knowledge you have in your head as it is how you operate as a human being in business, bringing that knowledge to bear. And those things had to do with the qualities I mentioned: work ethic, loyalty, integrity, and so forth.